Welcome back to another episode of the Soulful Prosperity on the Soulful Prosperity Network of Devothealchemist Daily Podcast, where we align with well-being. Today, we got a special episode. Today, we're going to be talking about quantum physics and how to change our reality by thinking. Change our reality by the way that we think. So, we're going to be talking a lot about deeper layers of ourself in the quantum field, and how to access that, our God self, and how to create a new reality by being in the present moment. Stepping beyond what we know to unlock a new potential, to create a new known reality. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to just sit back, enjoy this episode. We're going to be talking about quantum physics, bro. I talked about quantum physics a little while back on Devothealchemist, my main channel, bro. I made a video on quantum immortality and the Boehringer cat experiment, bro. And that was one of my introduction to quantum physics, bro. But I've been reading Become Supernatural. This is what we've been going over all week. We're gonna be going over until I finish the book, pretty much. Chapter 3 was talking about quantum physics, and I read the rest of chapter 2 last night, and I read chapter 3 when I woke up today. So let's go ahead and get into it, bro. Let's get back into it, because we were talking about this in the last episode. The present moment is the gateway to creation. Being in the present moment and not being worried about the past or the future is the gateway to creation. I'm going to add pictures to this so we can actually see what I'm saying, if y'all can visualize it as well. Because the only true place where creation happens is the present moment. The past is predictable and the future is uncertain. You know what I'm saying? The future, you can't control the future, and the past is already happening. It's going to be predictable. The power to create, it lies in the now, in the present moment. Infinite possibilities emerge here. Staying present breaks emotional addiction to the past. You feel me? Because a lot of times we be addicted to our past reality, and we could create the same thing every day because we're addicted to that shit. So, because when we think something, as soon as we think something, it creates a feeling, bro. We create an emotion, and then that emotion becomes energy and motion, and we start doing things that that align with that reality that we're thinking of. So if we're thinking of the past trauma and past things, we're going to start doing things that align with that trauma. So we're going to start having habits, and our actions that we take in a day is going to align with that trauma. I want you to start actually thinking about positive things when you first wake up in the day. When you first wake up, bro, you should read, bro. You should go do some positive shit. Go do something that's going to elevate your mind, not distract you. Don't go scroll on your phone first thing when you wake up in the morning. I want you to start doing something that's positive. Meditate, you know what I'm saying? Pray, whatever that you do. Journal. I journal. That's one of the first things I do when I wake up is journal, bro. That's one of the first things I do is journal, breathe, and just set my attention, bro. I set my attention throughout the day, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's and within an hour, bro, I'm posting content. I'm getting shit out. I'm doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm making a podcast. I'm doing what I do and then by 2 p.m., bro, I'm done with my day. My day's already done. I'm doing homework. I'm doing this and this and that. And sometimes it switches when I have class, but you have to be very attentional, bro. Like, switch shit up, bro. Switch your reality up. Start, because at first, bro, I used to waste so much time and waste so many days. I wish I could have did everything that I'm doing now. I could have been doing this last year if I was already locked in a while back. You have to start looking at that shit like that. Like, you're delaying your success or delaying the way that you want to get to when you're staying emotionally. You're emotionally allowing the feeling that you have. You're allowing your emotions to create your reality. You're allowing your body to create your reality, and not you, and not you. You're not creating your reality. You're living on autopilot. You know what I'm saying? You're allowing your emotions to create everything around you. So when you get mad, you start just doing BS, and you start thinking BS thoughts, and you're thinking negative. You're thinking negative, bro. I want to challenge you as well, bro, to start dressing up. That's why I started wearing a suit. I'm gonna start wearing a suit every once in a while, every once a week on a podcast, because I want y'all to understand. You have to feel like $1 million. You have to feel like it, bro. You have to become. You have to already know, bro. Before you create anything, it starts within your mind. So you have to feel that shit already. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get into the quantum field, bro. This is what chapter 3 was talking about. It was talking about the quantum field and energy and information, bro. Let's talk about the quantum field and its infinite possibilities, bro. The quantum field is something that I dived into earlier, bro, in my journey of this going within the mind and just trying to unlock things, bro. Trying to figure out myself, bro. And actually had experience with the quantum field, bro, and on a trip that I had, bro. But the quantum field is pure energy plus information, bro. It exists beyond space and time, beyond this physical 3D universe that we live in. We live in a 3D holographic universe. We have to remember that everything that exists outside of us right now was created within our mind. And we have to remember that shit. And it's something that exists beyond space and time. And that's God. That's connecting with God when you can meditate and get to that point. And you have to start that's one thing I'm finna start doing again. I will have to get into my meditation. I gotta start grounding outside in the sun. I gotta start getting the sun. I gotta start doing these things and start unlocking these things again. Because we have to realize that nothing physical exists in the the quantum field in the 5D in the fifth dimensional plane, bro, the fourth dimensional plane. This shit doesn't exist. You feel me? This is we live in a 3D. You feel me? We live in a 3D. Like, you gotta realize that shit. It's some good books to read, bro. Right here is Becoming Supernatural. Supernatural is a book, like another book just to think about that shit. And Think and Grow Rich, bro. There's a lot of books to just explain this shit, how to create riches and create wealth through your mind. But you have to realize that nothing on the physical exists in the quantum field in the 5D. It only exists here on the 3D. And you have to realize that every possible future already exists as a probability. How you say this word, bro? I feel like consonant, bro. But it's like how can I explain this shit? I'm gonna put the picture there. It's like kind of like I was reading the book. It's like if you put the thought out there when you're in this meditative state, you're in this state. As soon as you put a thought out there, it becomes it's like you gotta look at this shit like in a reality. It's a version of you right now doing everything that you say you want to do, and you have to realize that shit. It's like a version of you already doing that shit. It's like it was crazy. It was talking about like everything exists like in a 0.999999999 nigga percentage. Like once you put that thought out there, I was like, what the fuck? And that shit had messed me up. But matter is less than 0.0000000000001% of reality. Everything else is energy and information, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that shit deep. Niggas probably gonna think I'm geeky, but you gotta go do your research, your Googles, nigga. I don't even know Google. Get the fuck off Google, nigga. Go read a book and go tap into the shit and you understand this shit. Like, this low key what's that shit called? Not chemistry, bro. In a sense, it explains chemistry, it explains a lot of this shit, science, a lot of shit we were taught. We just don't got it. Like, I wonder what the science majors and different things like that, the motherfucking biochemistry, the neurological majors, those majors, bro, cause like I know them niggas be unlocking shit with they mind, nigga. I see why niggas you gotta be a different type of mind to even get to that level, because this information is like you'll not even believe this shit if you really can't think outside the box. But another point I want to talk about is that you are not your body, environment, or time. To enter the quantum field, you must forget your body, bro. You must forget your environment. You must forget everything outside of yourself. You must forget time. You must forget all the distractions, bro. Like, I'm gonna put that picture. It's like, bro, it's like you gotta be in a meditative state, bro. You got your bubble, your protection bubble, bro, and all the BS and all that shit is not even bothering you, because you're gonna have distractions in life, bro. You're gonna have distractions. You're gonna have people that want you to go do all type of things that are gonna get you off of your path for who you're meant to truly be. But it's up to you to realize, bro, you have to let go of that shit. You have to forget all that shit. Forget all that shit when you're in this mindset, bro. And when you're in this meditative state, forget your body. You're gonna realize that you're not even your body, because you are not your body. You feel me? You are not your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? You are the observer of that shit. You have to realize that. And when you do, you become like pure awareness, pure consciousness. No past identity, no future expectation. You're just existing. You're just in a place where you can create. You're in a place when you create. Because I was in the book, it was talking about when you're giving your energy out to everything outside of yourself. You're giving your energy to everything outside of yourself. This is what you're doing, honestly. This is what you're actually doing. You're not having no energy to create for yourself. You don't have no energy to pour into yourself. It's like you giving your energy to Instagram, giving your energy to TikTok, you giving your energy to motherfucking shit. What else you get? Man, it's so many fucking distractions. The news, there's so many shit going on. The wars, the politics, all this shit is a distraction from you going within to yourself and connecting with God, your God within you, and it's a distraction. You have to realize that. And you have to realize when there is no body, no place, and no time, there is no old self to recreate. When there is no body, no place, and no time, there is no old self to recreate. There's only a new version of you to create. You feel me? You feel me? Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Okay, bro, we better pause and then we're gonna get ad break, and then we're gonna get into the next topic. All right, we're gonna do points 4 and 5, and then we're gonna say the rest for tomorrow, my birthday. Tomorrow, my birthday is crazy. I don't even give a fuck about my birthday. I just care about like it's just another cycle. I'm going to a new cycle. I'm not gonna say I don't give a fuck. It's just another ritual for us to spend money and to waste energy on. You know what I'm saying? But and make us older, and you know what I'm saying, all type of weird shit, all type of rituals, and if you know, you know type shit. I'm not even gonna talk about that. But let's talk about coherent versus incoherent brainwaves, bro. Coherent brainwaves equals order, wholeness, and clarity. And incoherent brainwaves equals stress, survival, and fragmentation. Stagnation, whatever you want to call it. Stress hormones keep the brain locked into the known. So when you're stressed, first thing first, you're fucking up your nervous system. You're messing your nervous system up because your nervous system don't like that. And in the book, it was talking about, in the first chapter, it was talking about, I forgot what Anna, I think that's what her name was, Anna, if I'm not mistaken. It was talking about how she actually created her reality and created sickness because she was always in the stress, always thinking about negativity, always thinking about the wrong things and survival. You know what I'm saying? They think about the wrong things. And you have to realize that you can literally heal your body. You have the potential to heal your body. You like a fucking plant. You're literally, God made us God literally, you know what I'm saying? God made us a way for a reason, bro. You can literally heal yourself by changing the way that you think. I don't get sick. I don't think negative thoughts. I don't think that I'm going to be broke. I don't think none of those negative things because I realize that when I think those negative things, I get sick. I literally not get sick, but I don't feel good. I don't feel great. So why would you think these negative thoughts and these negative stress, negative thoughts, like, as soon as you make a negative thought, it's like in your neural, in your mind, like a neural link goes off, bro. A neural link goes off, like it's spreading all through, and now it's creating all through your stuff. It's creating everywhere. You feel me? So once you do that, it's not good for you. Once you do that shit, it's over, bro. Like you're just gonna be in the same cycle forever, and that's gonna be on you. But you have to realize you can do the same. You can create a great reality using all that energy you create to make a bad reality just by changing the way that you think and the way that you feel and the way that what you're focusing on. So, you know what I'm saying? Because elevated emotions synchronize the brain. Like when you're having elevated emotions are like love, joy, gratefulness, peace. You know what I'm saying? Stop scrolling, think about the negative shit and making you sad and shit. Like get off of that shit. Make content, create. We were here to create, not consume. It's okay to consume, but what you're consuming, I can tell who you are by looking at what your algorithm is. If your algorithm is BS, I can tell what you're focused on. I can tell your focus. If your algorithm tells me a lot about you, you are your algorithm. Your algorithm is you. You are your algorithm. You're like, there's no fucking thing algorithm that's holding you back from blowing up. None of this shit. You are your algorithm. You have to realize that shit. You are your algorithm. And they can distract you to plant ideas into your mindset to make to rewire your algorithm so you don't even have control within your algorithm, and you're not even in control. You could be in the world algorithm. You have to realize that you have to get out of the world algorithm and get into your own algorithm, because elevated emotions synchronize the brain. When you start having these elevated emotions, you can create and elevate. Like it's rewiring your body when you have elevated emotions of love, joy, peace, and gratitude. Those emotions is gonna, heal your body, literally. Your brain must become coherent before your life can become coherent. You know what I'm saying? Our mind, our body, our brain is all connected to our reality. As within, so without. As above, so below. As within, so without, as within. You feel me? So what's going on within you is going to be going on without you. And what's going on out you is going on within you. You feel me? You have to realize that shit. But point 6, bro, we're going to just end it off right here. Infinite potentials collapse when observed. You feel me? Electrons exist in all possibilities at once. Only when observed do they collapse into form. You feel me? And when attention is removed, they return to energy. Like it was this, he was talking about this in the book. He was talking about that, like, once you create, like, nigga, this some crazy shit. You ever think about, like, you ever be like, bro, what happens, like, when you go outside of this door, in a sense, everything outside of this door collapses, in a sense. In a sense. Everything collapses in a sense. You got to just understand what I'm saying. When you close your eyes, everything collapses. Everything's gone. You're in the center of the universe. You feel me? Only when we observe these things do they collapse into form and they create into a physical form. You feel me? But when we remove our attention, when I go back inside of here, everything that's outside of here doesn't exist, nigga. Only thing that exists is the present moment. Only reason that it exists is the past is because the way that we thinking about it, we remember that shit. And that's gonna be crazy to some niggas. I don't give a fuck if it's crazy to you. It's just reality, science, quantum physics. Go fucking learn this shit and tap in with it. It's crazy. You can create your reality. You have to realize that. That's the point we're gonna end this off with. You can create your reality. You can create your reality by the way that you think. Having elevated emotions are going to create an elevated reality. But if you're having negative emotions, you're going to create a negative reality. It's just that simple. I tell you that every fucking video. It's just me expanding on what I'm saying and what I'm going. Let's keep going, actually, bro. Let's keep going till my camera die. Actually, it's just my camera's going to die. But we have to realize that your life collapses to form based on what you repeatedly observe. Let's get into another point. Elevated emotions activate new futures. That's what I was talking about. Clear attention equals electrical signal. You know what I'm saying? Like an electrical neuron going through the brain. Elevated motion equals a magnetic charge. You feel me? What do we mean by a magnetic charge? We are electromagnetic beings, in a sense. You feel me? You attract everything to you, negative or bad. Everything is attracted to you. Until you realize that, you will living the same reality. You feel me? And I'm saying you're going to keep living the same reality. You're going to just keep living in a reality that you're not consciously creating. You have to consciously create and together bring both of those together, a clear attention and an elevated emotion. So like when you're journaling, the book, it gave us, we're going to talk about that later. It gave us like a good example of how to actually like journal and to create something with a clear attention. And he was speaking about like his son wanted a new job. He told him to write a J down for it, and it represented like the job, the attention that he had. The J represented the attention that he had. Like this is a very good book because he got like a lot of illustrations in it. So I can go right to it actually. Let me just start doing it. Going to this man. Let me see where it was. This is the Delta. Ooh. J, where the J? He's put it right here. It was a J. It was a J, bro. He put the J down, right? And then he put elevated emotion. His elevated emotion were feelings were empowered. He wanted to feel empowered in his job. He wanted to feel in love with life while he was at that job. He wanted to feel free at that job. He wanted to feel grateful at that job. And then he set his attention. His attention was on the left. The thoughts, your thoughts, work from anywhere in the world. That's what's his intention. Make the same amount of money or more. Contracts for 6 months to a year. Love what I do. Be my own boss and lead my own team. He set the attention. And now he was talking about like just practicing that, just writing that shit down, setting that attention, and actually feeling that shit. You can write shit down. That's one thing in the spiritual community I learned, bro. We was talking about manifestation 369. You can write that shit down as much as you want, but you don't have that feeling, that emotional, like feeling to that shit when you were in that meditation state. That's like the easiest way to create shit. And like, let's give me some more examples of just elevated emotions. It's gratitude, love, joy, inspiration. You know, feeling in all, like you're seeing some fine shit or some shit. On me, like, and just feeling like it's a whole being, just feeling as yourself, not worry about everything outside of yourself, because everything outside of yourself is gonna exist, bro. It's gonna happen. It's just a distraction, bro. God is testing you every time you go outside. It's testing you to see if you're gonna get distracted. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta realize that everything outside of yourself is a reflection of you, bro. We all made from the same thing. You gotta realize that shit. It just is what it is, and you have to just let it be. And you gotta realize that you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. It's so cliche in the spiritual community. I know I say this probably every video. I say this every video, and I live it. It's just, you gotta live it, bro. It's just reality, bro. It's just what it is. It is what it is, bro. It's like you gotta just realize that you create what you want, and everything that comes to you is you. It's your fault, bro. Until you realize that, and you say, I want to create a new reality. If you want to create new things, I know some people, they're comfortable with what they're. They don't get no fuck, and that's you. But it is for the people that want to elevate and get to another level. You feel me? So if you're on that frequency, you want to get to another level, you're worrying about how can I get to another level, this and that and shit, bro. Take sacrifice first of all. You got to sacrifice. Like, there's some physical shit you can do. You can sacrifice. Stop doing the old things. Stop partying. Stop Stop, just doing all the BS that's gonna keep you. Stop hanging around people that have, negative habits, and start hanging around people that inspire you. And then everything starts within the mind first. So you have to set that attention, have an elevated emotion, know what you want, and set the attention, bro. Hold on, what else you said, nigga? Set the attention, nigga. What else? What else I had on there? Set the attention, have that elevation motion, right? That's all you gotta do for real, and constantly create that shit and chase that shit. But it might take 3, 4, 5 years to create what you want. It might take 10 years to create what you want. But how hard are you gonna stay down and keep doing what you do? Are you even doing what you say you want to do every day? That's like one thing you have to ask yourself. Are you doing what you say you want to become every day? Are you growing 1% every day? You have to grow 1% every day. You have to work out, man. Work on your health as well. Just as a man, nigga, if it's my man, like nigga, you can't be out here, can't run a hill or some shit. You gotta go run a hill, go work out, get you some dumbbells, nigga. Sit ups. I do 100. Like I do 144 sit ups. 144 push-ups, 144 just curls, something every day just to stay in shape. Because you got to stay in shape, bro. You don't want to get old and not be able to do nothing, bro. You want to be old and wealthy, like, and abundant. We young gods, bro. We not no young niggas. We some young gods. We got to turn from a nigga to a god. Stop all that BS and just ignore it and go within, lock in. This another episode, though, bro. I love y'all. Birthday tomorrow, nigga. I don't know if I'm gonna drop tomorrow, my birthday, but this gonna drop today, man. I love y'all. See y'all next episode, 444. Take care of yourself, man.